Imagine a baby floating on a river, hunted by a king, watched by heaven. That baby would grow up to confront the most powerful ruler on earth and lead a nation to freedom. This is the story of Moses, from a basket in the Nile to a deliverer chosen by God. The Israelites were suffering in Egypt. They were slaves, oppressed, and overworked. And Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, feared their growing numbers. So he gave a cruel order: every Hebrew baby boy must be killed. During this dark time, a child was born to a Levite woman. She hid him for 3 months, but when she could hide him no longer, she made a basket, coated it with pitch, and placed her baby inside. With trembling hands and faith in her heart, she set the basket among the reeds of the River Nile. The baby's sister watched from a distance, praying that God would protect him. That same day, Pharaoh's daughter came to the river to bathe. She saw the basket. She opened it, and inside, the baby cried. Instead of anger, her heart was filled with compassion. She knew he was a Hebrew child, yet she chose to save him. She named him Moses, meaning drawn out of water. Moses grew up in Pharaoh's palace, surrounded by wealth, power, and education. But deep inside, he knew he was not Egyptian. He belonged to God's people. One day, Moses saw an Egyptian beating a Hebrew slave. Anger rose within him. He acted rashly and killed the Egyptian. When Pharaoh heard of this, he sought to kill Moses. So Moses fled into the wilderness, leaving behind the palace and becoming a shepherd in Midian. For 40 years, the man raised to be a prince lived as a nobody in the desert. It seemed like his story was over, but God was only preparing him. One day, as Moses tended sheep, he saw something strange, a bush on fire, yet not burning up. When Moses approached, God spoke from the fire. God told Moses he had heard the cries of his people in Egypt. And then God said something shocking. I am sending you to Pharaoh to bring my people out of Egypt. Moses doubted himself. He questioned his ability. He feared failure. But God promised, I will be with you. Moses returned to Egypt with God's authority. He stood before Pharaoh and declared God's command, "Let my people go." Pharaoh refused. Then came the plagues. Water turned to blood. Darkness filled the land, and Egypt was shaken by God's power. Finally, Pharaoh let the Israelites go. As the Israelites escaped, Pharaoh changed his mind and chased them with his army. In front of them was the Red Sea. Behind them was death. But God made a way where there was no way. Moses stretched out his staff, and the sea parted. The people crossed on dry ground. When the Egyptians followed, the waters returned, and Israel was finally free.